The 1960 Major League Baseball season, and a lot happened, so let's get to it. February 4th. Okay, second year in a row nobody gets elected in the Hall of Fame. February 18th. Walter O'Malley completes purchase of Chavez Ravine, paying $494,000 for a property that was valued at $92,000. And thus begins the making of Dodger Stadium. February 23rd. Demolition of Ebbets Field begins. Lucy Monroe sings the anthem, and Roy Campanella was given an urn from behind home plate, from where he played for 10 seasons. I think it was longer than that. But anyways, April 12th, San Francisco plays first game at Candlestick Park. 42,269 fans see San Francisco beat St. Louis 3-1. Cardinals' Leon Wagner hits first Candlestick Park home run. April 17th, Eddie Matthews is the second youngest player to hit 300 home runs. Only Jim Fox is younger. April 18th, U.S. President Dwight Eisenhower throws out the first ball. Camilo Pascual strikes out 15, tying a record set by Walter Johnson, and a 10-1 Washington win over Boston. Ted Williams is the lone Boston run as he hit a home run, become the first player to hit a home run in 4 different decades. In addition to the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, and the 30s. Started in 37 or 38. There's a mid to late 30s. Anyways. April 19th, Roger Maris makes his debut, going 4 for 5 in a New York 8-4 win over Boston. I think it was over Boston. Anyway, 2 of his 4 hits were home runs. May 10th, Boston's Vic Wertz and Rip Rapolsky each hit grand slams in a 9-7 win over Chicago. Rapolsky's home run is his first American League at bat, as he spent his entire career up until this point in the National League. On May 11th, Stan Jones pitches a 2-hitter as San Francisco beat Philadelphia 1-0. The next day, Jack Stanford does the same thing. Pitches a 2-hitter in a San Francisco 1-0 win over Philadelphia. And the 13th, San Francisco shuts out LA. So, figure that out. Okay. July 8th, Reds sign Pete Rose. Reds sign Pete Rose. He has a very good career, but he ends up getting himself in a bit of trouble with gambling, which is why he's not elected into the Hall of Fame. Okay, July 11th, All-Star Game at Kansas City. National League 5, American League 4. Bob Friend of Pittsburgh gets the win for that one. And on July 13th, at New York, the All-Star Game there. National League 6, American League nothing. Vern Law of Pittsburgh gets the win there. I don't know why they had 2 All-Star Games in the same season. It makes absolutely no sense. August 2nd, proposed Continental League is abandoned without a game ever being played. August 10th, Ted Williams announces that he will be retiring at the end of the season. August 18th, Lou Burdett of Milwaukee no-hits Philadelphia 1-0. Also faces a minimum 27 batters. Here's what happened. 5th inning, Tony Gonzalez gets hit by a Burdett pitch. Lee Walls comes up, grounds into a double play, takes out himself and Tony Gonzalez. September 20th, Carroll Hardy pitches a no-hitter. Carroll Hardy pinch hits for Ted Williams. And on May 31st, he ends up pinch hitting for Carl Yastrzemski, making him the only player to pinch hit for both Yastrzemski and Williams, both future Hall of Famers. September 28th, and last ever at bat, Ted Williams hits a 1-1 Jack Fisher pitch and drives it 450 feet into the right center field seats for his 521st and final home run. October 2nd, Baltimore beats Washington 2-1 in Washington's last ever game, which was at home, before moving to Minnesota, St. Paul area, and becoming the Twins. Put that on your scorecard now. Senators moved to Minnesota for the 1961 season. Anyways, there we go. Okay, October 17th. National League votes to admit Houston and New York as expansion teams for the 1962 season. Put that on your scorecard. Houston Colt 45s and New York Mets starting in 1962 as expansion teams. And then National League goes to 162 games as well, so. Okay, October 18th. Yankees ownership relieves. I think fires Casey Stengel by instituting a mandatory retirement age of 65. Casey Stengel said, "Yeah, I never retired. I was fired." Okay, October 20th, Rock Howe becomes new Yankees manager to replace Casey Stengel. Stengel ends up with the Mets starting in 1962. So, October 26th, Calvin Griffith is given permission to move the Washington team to Minneapolis, and the ML admits expansion teams were Los Angeles, the Angels, and then the second team in Washington, the Senators. And American League President Joe Cronin also says the league will play a 162-game schedule starting in 1961. So add the LA Angels and the Washington Senators as expansion teams. So you got one team moving from Washington to Minnesota, two expansion teams in the American League, the Angels and the second Washington Senators, and two National League teams, the Colt 45s, who become the Astros, and the New York Mets. Anyways, season stats. Pete Reynolds of Boston, .320 average, led the American League. Mickey Mantle of the Yankees, 40 home runs, led the American League. Roger Maris of the Yankees, 162 RBIs, led the majors. Pitching, Chuck Estrada of Baltimore and Jim Perry of Cleveland, each 18 wins, led the American League. Frank Baumann of the White Sox, a 2.67 ERA, led the majors. And Jim Bunning of Detroit, 201 strikeouts, led the American League. Dick Groat of Pittsburgh, we're in the National League now. .325 batting average, led the National League. Ernie Banks of Chicago, 41 RBIs, 41 home runs, led the majors as Dick Groat's .325 average. Hank Aaron of Milwaukee, 126 RBIs, led the National League. Ernie Broglio of St. Louis and Warren Spahn of Milwaukee, each 21 wins, leading the majors. Warren Spahn's 11th 220-game win season. He was, I think, 36 at the time. Mike McCormick of San Francisco, a 2.70 ERA, led the National League. And Don Drysdale of Los Angeles, 246 strikeouts, led the majors. Standings. Yankees led the American League with a 97-57 record. Baltimore was second, 89-65, 8 back. Chicago went 87-67, 10 back. Cleveland went 76-78, 21 back. Washington goes 73-81, 24 back. Detroit goes 71-83, 26 back. Boston goes 85-69, 32 back. Kansas City goes 58-96, 39 back. So the Washington Senators go 73-81 in their last season in Washington before moving to Minnie. National League, Pittsburgh, 95-59, National League pennant winners. Milwaukee, 88-66, 7 back. St. Louis, 86-68, 9 back. Los Angeles, 82-72, 13 back. San Francisco went 79-75, 16 back. Cincinnati goes 67-87, 28 back. Chicago goes 60-94, 35 back. And Philadelphia goes 59-95, 36 back. As we go to the World Series between the Yankees and the Pirates. Yankees home games were at Yankee Stadium, and Pittsburgh's home games were at Forbes Field. Last time Forbes Field gets a World Series game. So Game 1, October 5th, in Pittsburgh, Pirates 6, Yankees 4. Game 2, October 6th, Yankees 16, Pittsburgh 3. Game 3, October 8th, Yankees 10, Pittsburgh nothing. Yankees up 2-0. Game 4, October 9th in New York, Pirates 3, Yankees 2, even series. Game 5, October 10th, Pirates 5, Yankees 2 in New York. Pirates up 3-2. Game 6, October 12th in Pittsburgh, Yankees 12, Pirates nothing. Game 7, October 13th, Pirates 10, Yankees 9. Pirates win World Series. And Bill Mazereski became the first player to end the World Series by home run. His home run won Game 7 for Pittsburgh. And it's for Pittsburgh's third World Series and first one since 1925. So Pittsburgh's third World Series and first since 1925. Yikes. And Bill Mazeroski was the first player to win the World Series by home run. So, crazy. A lot happened. One franchise move, 2 American League expansion teams, 2 National League expansion teams, and a World Series that ended by the home run. Oof, I hope you have your scorecard ready for those expansion teams, but tomorrow, 1961, is when we see the American League expansion teams, plus Minnesota. So tomorrow, stay tuned.